Greetings and hallucinations, my fellow FAF players. We are once again taking a hike out to the Wonder 5 versus 5 map. This is currently, I think, the most popular 5-player team map because I see tons of games hosted on it every day, tons of games played, and there are a lot of replays sent to me on this map. To that end, I say to you, if you don't like Cass on Wonder 5 versus 5, you need to send me more replays because I need more replays to cast. So if you send me different maps, I will cast them. You can send them in the comments below, you can send them to my YouTube channel, or you can send them to either the Forged Alliance Forever forum or the client, and I will get them in all of those locations and hopefully cast them. The team lineup is as follows. Palos Hermanos on the Southern Air side. A little bit of the Latin flavor in this team. Crostabat? Not sure. Wearing the yellow color. And then there are Pac, Chico, and Heretic. Blue is hereafter known as Chico. Then on the northern side we have Kajix, Hard Noob, Yorick, Lexicon, and last but not least, Xanalar. Much easier names to pronounce on the northern side. All of the ACUs, as is normal, are going to jump to the center and reclaim for everything they're worth. There are rocks. There is an Omni, which is worth an insanely high amount of mass, and various and sundry other items to reclaim scattered around the map. Wrecks here and there. Large boulders. Lots of mass to be had. This is a fast hecking map. I have always wondered what would happen if you ground fired the Omni, because it should only take one shot to kill the wreck. If you're too far away to reclaim it, I think you could actually deny it from the other team with a single ground fired shot. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that is my theory. I would like to test it out the next game I'm in, but for that you have to be getting to the mass late. Alright, we are going to bump up the speed on this, and we're going to see where the game takes us, hopefully to good and exciting places. See something new on this map, perhaps. Looks like a generic build-up, at least at the 2-minute mark, though. We are seeing land factories going down, not really any air. Seeing a few units pushing out a little further, and then a point defense in the center to watch this. There are 4 comms total in the middle. Shouldn't be a 2 versus 1 kill early. Here is a nice little run by, which will immediately be denied. Sadness. Hunters versus Mantis. I think we can all guess who wins that. And a little run by on the northern side as well. Hard Noob is being very slow about claiming all of his mass extractors. Paulus is far ahead on eco. He really needs to get up here and get these, and then he is going to lose 3 Mantis chasing a single hunter. Oh no, that is a Mantis. My bad, people. I missaw that. It's about to say that is major overkill, but I suppose it is not. Alrighty, looks like a nice little bit of land spam coming to the center, and finally some T1 air out for both players. There is a T2 factory. Never mind, I missaw the flip on that. T2 mass extractor is what that was. As of yet, I do not see any tier 2. That is a tier 2 point defense coming from somewhere. That is, here we go. Cybern T2 factory, that is an engineer. He is going to come out and build a string of point defense. Chico is going to be pulling that, although I'm not sure why. Barador trailing along his little entourage of Engis. This is not good. This is a lot of units and a gun commander. Oh, yellow might be dead. Can't say for sure, but it looks pretty dismal. and he's gone. Is this going to be a twofer? That is a gun comm. He is dangerous, but there are a lot of units here. T2 engineer was dropped. That, my friends, is why you do not go for point defense on a map such as this. And boom goes the dynamite. Both left side players have been eliminated. It is an even game once again. Well done, Pak. Chasing down that opportunity and absolutely obliterating the opposition. Pak did have the gun upgrade, so that is why he was able to do that so effectively. Alright. Hard Noob has somewhat caught up to Paulos. Things are looking a little better for him. This T1 point defense in the center is about to go down. On a map like this, where you have this much open space and the forces are pushing back and forth, I really severely dislike point defense. It seems like such a waste to me. They die, they can't move, they're outranged by mobile missile launchers, which are very cheap. It's just not a good proposition. Tac launcher up for Heretic. He is going to begin firing on Xanalar, but there is a TMD up. Very well timed placement of that. Although it is covering the T2 power, it is not covering the tier 2 mexes. Brilliant little land battle going on down here in the south. I love seeing that clash of vast armies. That is what this game is all about. Puck and Paulos working together to expand into this and claim all of the mexes much faster. Yorick is going to claim this entire base for his own. He will not be able to hold it though, it looks like. Oh, Pak needs to get a little bit braver with his units. That is what he needs to do. He had enough to absolutely crush that, deny that entire expansion, but he failed to do so. Loyalists out now for Chico. He has made the shift to T3, pushing out a T3 mobile artillery. That absolutely ludicrous amount of area of effect that those things have does an extremely good job. And he is firing on a T1 point defense with T3 mobile artillery. Such a sad, sad waste. Loyalist goes down to Mantis, but the other one is going to be able to run away and continue popping targets. Not really smart to send in T1 after a T3 unit like this. They are going to die, and they're going to die horribly, but the Restore will come in to save the day. Looks like both air players have made the move to T3. Polos is ecoing much more aggressively, pulling in 179 mass to Hard Noob's 159, it looks like. He did lose a mass extractor there. Alright, I see Mercies on the field. Not sure what use those are going to be. Hard Noob was far enough behind on his Restore production that this massive blob of Swiftwinds, Interceptors, and ASF was able to take them out no problem. That is why you do not spam Restores unless you already have air superiority or you are backing it up with SAMs. Restores do lose pretty horribly mass for mass to ASF, so if you have Restore spam versus ASF spam, the ASF spam will win 100% of the time, hands down, no contest. And finally, Pak has taken the initiative, following up on that Loyalist that pushed through here. And he is going to get all the way around to the back side of the base. Yorick doing an excellent job. Oh man, that hurt. That was a couple of T3 tanks from Xanalar. They pinned him down where he could not escape and popped him just like that. Well done on his part. think everyone knows my opinion on the Seraphim siege tanks, but there is no denying that they do have a large amount of damage at their disposal, regardless of how slow and short range they are. So they're still able to put down a pile of hurt. And Hard Noob is still insisting on 100% restorer spam. Bad idea. We're seeing the front bases now starting to crumble under those T3 tanks, but Chico doing a brilliant job of overcharging them all to death, and he has gotten a Monkey Lord up. This may shift the balance of things a little bit. That did not come, that could not have come at a better time, because that is going to deny any pushes into this expansion. You can say a fully loaded T2 transport full of engineers dropping in for Polos to start reclaiming. I am sure there were some T3 mass extractors in there, so that is going to give him a substantial boost to his income. Monkey Lord coming in now. Restorer's trying to decide what to do. There's flak. We don't want to go in, but we have to go in because there's a Monkey Lord. What do we do? Finally going in, and that will be the death of them, I think. There's quite a few ASF, but there is some flak help from white as well. This is actually more of an even air battle than I thought it would be. I think the ASF are going to pull it out, though. That Monkey Lord getting very far back into that base, basically wiping out an entire eco. Did not actually kill the ACU, but he might as well have, because he removed all of this mass income. There is a GC on the way now for the Southern Air player. I do not see a nuke. I do not see a nuke. And there's another GC coming from the north, so still anybody's game. That was a good push of units by Pac, but unfortunately it was not enough. There's now Percivals out everywhere for Lexicon. Between the Percivals and the siege tanks, they are now able to hold a line. There is no way that GC is going to be able to come through unharmed. In addition, there is this GC. These guys need to work together as a team. If they sent this group, this is so many T3 tanks. If they sent this group of T3 tanks in with that Galactic Colossus, they could easily punch a hole through this side and inflict enormous amounts of damage. Despite the Monkey Lord being there, the T3 tanks would have no problem dropping that in a fraction of a minute and then assisting with the GC. Control of both of those units being handed over to Chico for him to push. He also has some loyalists coming up the left side. This is what you have to do when you kill a player. You have to push in and work area denial. As soon as they get some T1 mechs built up, push in, kill it all off, and do as much damage as you possibly can. Alright, the Restorers are moving forward again. Paulos has replenished his ASF supply. I don't know if he has crossed the 3-to-1 threshold yet. That is going to hurt. You don't do that. Restorers do have the advantage of range, so when you dodge in like that, it's not good. Alright, gonna see how this goes. A GC and a Monkey Lord side by side coming forward. Whatever happened to that white Galactic Colossus? It is way over here. Not much use over there, bud. But the Percivals and the siege tanks have this wrapped up. So much damage potential in those T3 units. A vet is not going to help. And Polos making the bad decision to fight over Sams and Flak. He is going to lose that one and lose it horribly. bad choice. Second GC rolling towards the front. Well, walking, I should say. Galactic Colossuses do not roll unless you have badly screwed up the bones and graphics on it. This megalith was a good idea, but I don't think it's going to get built. Chico is now in mortal danger. This Galactic Colossus has come to the front, but between the Restorers and the Percivals, there is no way that Galactic Colossus is going to live, and the Restorers are down on Chico's ACU. ASF trying to save him, but it is no use. He is going to go up in smoke. Another pretty little nuclear Christmas light on the tree. Well, now the Southern team has some major problems. They have lost air control because of that badly timed fight. Thankfully, though, that ACU death nuke damaged all of these units enough that this GC was able to mop them up. Strap bombers out now trying to kill off the last couple of units there. This is going to be problematic. We have a Yathatha, a GC, and a Fat Boy on the field for the Northern team with one lonely 7,000 health, well, 9,000 now from regen. One lonely little 9,000 health GC for the Southern team. I think this may be the end. Another GC coming forward from the back. I'm gonna see that Fat Boy start laying down fire on the forward positions for Pac. And after the Fat Boy has done some damage, we're going to see the other three T4s on the top side come down. I think that this is going to wrap it up for Pac. He's trying to retreat from the front, but when you've got three T4s on your tail and no backup, well, Paulos has decided that air control is for screw-ups, and he is going to go all the way around the outside with his strap bomber spam. He is not carrying the rest of his strap bombers with him, though. The one thing he does have going for him is Restorer spam. They are not interceptors. They are not air superiority fighters. They cannot reach out and grab those strap bombers from a range. They are slow and cumbersome. But after flying over all of those SAMs, the strap bombers are not going to stand a chance. And that, I believe, is finally going to be game. There's another GC coming over here to fight with this chicken, but the chicken is going to win handily. The GC stopped firing. Boom goes Pac. It is now down to just the air player, and the air player is woefully behind. There is the desync. Someone disconnected, but I don't think at this point that it is going to matter. Restorers coming in for the win. We're about to see an ACU going critical. In the face of the Restorer spam coming in, he is going to build an Omni and continue to spam strap bombers. That sounds like an excellent course of action. But at least it is going to get the game over quickly for us. There is the fifth and final death nuke for the Southern team. That is going to wrap it up for them, as well as for this cast. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Again, if you're tired of seeing Wonder replays, send me some replays of games on a different map, and I will cast them. Alrighty, guys, I will see you in the next cast.